Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Dice Cult for episode 249 of On the Backs of Gods. I am your DM, Jillian. We have our players here today, same as always. We have Kyle, Mac, Josh, and Greg. Katie is not here, so Nyx is just a cardboard cutout that will be piloted, at least mechanically, by Joshua for us today. Um, just because they're not here doesn't mean I can promise their safety. It is what it is. Hi, Katie. Um, let's say recap. Let's do it. Um, so currently you guys are in the Underdark. You are in search of a legendary magical item known as Dane's Life. It is a cursed sword that once it is drawn from the sheath, if you do such, you cannot resheath it until you have slain someone. That is the only way to resheath the sword. You are looking to this to absorb its energy for a thing we'll worry about later, but you're looking for it. You learn that its last known location, assumed, is in a Fomorian stronghold in the Underdark. You all trek there, and after asking the sexiest of gods, who confirms, yeah, it's there, you guys say, awesome, that's great. And after searching this very already turned over stronghold, you find a secret entrance that was probably once not so secret, but now after half of the building collapsed atop it. You found a secret entrance through the river that winds past the structure. You went inside of there, swimming in, and have entered into the winding tunnels of the bottom level of this stronghold, where you end up encountering Fomorians. Shocking. They said they'd be. It said specifically it's a Fomorian stronghold. You encounter some twisted, giant, nightmare appearing individuals who seem intent to give you the bonk, including all of the traps in the place. Very content to give you the bonk. But lucky you, besides all of the damage and monstrosities you've been observing, you also found a room that seems to be the Formorians' loot room from all the places they have pillaged. And you guys got a shit ton of coin and a bunch of weird magic items. These things you acquired. And after finding one that may or may not have taken a player character's arm, that's neither here nor there and none of my business. You all trek forward and you run into some more Fomorians that kind of just seem confused that you're there. And then they see Fen and the racism kicks in and combat ensues. But you're able to deal with them swiftly. You then travel down the hall and you are currently looking at a small corridor where the chains dangle like vines. Some of them hang straight, others of them twisted into more noose like shapes. The edges are jagged, and these cold iron chains are completely rusted. You can see that the ceiling is spiked and jagged. And for Nyx, Keld, and Rex, the hallway goes dark. You get to see the chains for a moment, and then it is gone. And now Jillian's going to do a bit of retconning. Let's back up a little bit, everybody. First off, Jillian, do you remember how you described the mace that Fomorian was holding in detail? I do, guys, I do. It's in your inventory. You have a mace. You don't know what it does, but you have one. So in your inventory. Also, you while you were heading down one of the longer corridors after the combat with the last couple Fomorians you encountered, you find a time-worn tableau. Um, Across one of these long walls is a long-worn painting of death. It is a display of 9 Fey-looking individuals in different states of death through various means. Um, it is apparent that this is in a form of intimidation. Um, if the attacking army was to make it this far, here are these 9 individuals that have been killed. Just an image of their deaths across this long wall. And now you stand, seeing and otherwise, in front of a corridor of chains. What's up, guys?
Well, I was wondering when it was going to become a proper dungeon, and well, here we are.
I wish I could see it.
Well, I could describe it to you, but it's really very miserable. But long and short of it is, it's an awful lot of chains. They look rather like vines. They sort of drape down to all sorts of different lengths. Some real close to the ground, some not so much.
Hmm.
Some of them look like they're nooses.
Hmm.
It's just generally unpleasant.
That doesn't sound good.
No, it does not sound great. I think, and yes, those are spikes in the ceiling.
Hmm.
I think I see the idea of the trap.
Do you
I
think the
don't
chains
think
go up?
that would be the implication, I think, or something drives you up once you get slung in one of the chains. Presumably one of the nooses, more likely than not, but who knows what the others can do.
Hmm.
Nyx will throw a throw pillow.
Hmm.
Hell yeah! Throw pillow, go!
Let's see here. Luck
This is
check.
exactly the kind
Pillow
of trap
gets
we need to
noosed.
throw pillow for.
All right. In slow motion,
Amazing.
deeply sad and troubling music over the top.
Oh no.
You watch as this pillow slams into just like a volley of chains, and all the chains start to like rise up at different like speeds and lengths, and it just rips the throw pillow asunder. A bunch of chains go just like rocketing up. Some of them slowly move upwards, but the pillow just gets tangled up in it, and then just like a volley of feathers just floats down.
Ah,
I see.
yes. Yeah, you can guarantee Nana narrated this for those who cannot see any longer.
Nyx couldn't
So,
see in through the pillow, so
so,
he's like,
Let's
that's the
see.
long and short of it. I don't think it would be pleasant for any of us, frankly.
Hmm.
Nyx will share that she can cast Dark Vision 2 more times before dipping into serious magic. But also, she doesn't have a whole lot of magic left.
Well, let's see whether or not there's some way we can, I don't know,
It seems
disrupt
like
the
if we
chains or
touch the
take them
chains, that's
down.
what triggers it.
Exactly. And you see, they all sort of drape down to different lengths to the ground, so I don't think just crawling straight through is necessarily a safe bet unless we can see. However, I don't know, if we could get rid of the chains, we've got some
What
preposterous
if
magic
we
among the lot of
can
us.
alter ourselves? What if we can get really small?
Well, there's that.
Or we get into gaseous form.
Hmm?
It's an
Move like the
option.
wind.
Right down next to the ground, I'm not sure they'd be able to catch us.
True.
Do we have anything that could move
I-
faster than the throw pillow? Just to test.
I'm not sure about that. I like the idea of becoming wind. How long does it last? Because if my knowledge of the map is correct, then this is a dead end. We'll find ourselves in a room or a series of rooms that then we will have to turn around and come back this direction, likely.
Right.
I mean, it would last 8 hours. Could do it as a bonus action to make us change, and then it would just take time to move in and out of the form.
I think that's a safe bet.
Okay.
Hopefully these chains aren't enchanted to rip apart clouds.
Or wind.
One way to find out.
Now, I don't know whether or not it's very safe for us to go gaseous form and move at pace as wind, and also not be able to see half of us. What's our solution for that?
About how big is the corridor we're looking down? Like how long?
In total, about 15-ish feet.
Hmm.
Oh.
We
Roshan,
just
why
need
don't
to
you
plan for a short sprint.
Roshan, why don't you just cast light on the middle of the floor there?
Seems easy.
I think it is a touch spell, but I can cast light on something and then toss it into
Nana
the
will
middle
give
of the
him
floor
one
there.
of the many, 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 many coins that we've picked up.
Yeah, he'll enchant a penny to cast light, and then just give it a small toss into the middle of those chains.
You are greeted with horrible noose-like shadows that cast
Uh.
themselves long across the walls, but you can see.
Cool.
So you see what I was seeing, but
That's
that's
better, but not.
I have an
I
idea
agree,
for a
better but
thing
not.
called a music video. We could,
Mm,
if I knew what
Oh.
film was, we could film with this in the background and we'd look metal as hell.
I
Hmm.
mean, there's lots of metal involved, so I can't disagree.
True.
Um,
Okay.
so I like the idea of maybe sending one person at a time, but the problem is then what happens if shit pops off over there and there's only one person over there? That could be bad, and then they can't turn back into mist because it
What about a
Mhm.
first
pair
time
at a
is quick,
time?
but the second time is bad. So I would say we should probably all go at one time.
You think?
All right.
All right.
I mean, we're not invulnerable while we're
True.
in that form either. It just might make it easier to not step on things and maybe not bump into things.
Right.
We'd have resistance to non-magical attacks, but also I'm not sure what's up with these fucking chains. So
Right.
Hard to
I'm
say.
not saying this is the answer, it's just a
Let's
possibility.
just go gently.
I would say let's try to stick close to the floor, as close as possible, just to be safe. If we brush a chain, whatever, but let's not run right through the middle of them.
Roshan will cast Detect Magic and see if these chains are enchanted.
what is the range on
30 feet.
cool. Of course. The chains are all enchanted. And there is a gigantic rune about halfway down the corridor on the ground.
Mm.
I wonder what that
Is
says.
Murder dungeon.
I think Roshan can probably see there is a rune there, but not decipher it since there are a bunch of chains in the way.
Yeah, it's a bit obscured. You can roll Arcana if you're so inclined, but it will.
Yeah.
It might be a high DC, which is not too much for you, I suppose.
29.
Okay. You're pretty sure that you don't think it doesn't seem like damaging to you. Like it doesn't scream evocation to you. It screams something else.
There is a magical rune adorning the floor. Is it Roshan's first guess is, or question would be, is it connected to the chains? Is it what's controlling their activation, or does it look like something in addition?
I'm going to say with a 29, you think it might be separate. You think it might be
This-
another thing.
This hallway sucks. This is really bad. There's a
Oh,
powerful rune
good.
there, which I don't think it will explode. I think they're expecting the chains to tear you apart. But the rune does something else, perhaps stops you in your tracks so the chains can keep ripping you apart.
So, how do we test the rune?
Well, what if What if we cast light on one of my arrows? I shoot it through. Maybe the rune dispels magic if the arrow goes out. Maybe that's. I would hate to be halfway
Might be
down
a
the
way to
hallway
test it.
and suddenly stop being wind.
A gaseous form, that would certainly be bad.
My penny is in the middle of the rune and
Hmm,
still light, so
that's true.
Oh.
I don't think that's it. I don't think we'll be forced out of. Well,
Oh.
I don't know. My best guess is that the wind is the safest, unless somebody else has a good idea.
I feel like wind is
I
probably
think
going to be
Nyx
best.
is staring into the chains like, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it.
Please, Nyx,
I could
please.
climb these
Please,
chains.
Nyx.
She takes
Please
a
don't,
step
Nyx.
back, like it's time
Please.
to
Please
Mm.
don't, Nyx.
bulldoze forward.
Please, 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 let's go. Let's go
You
by
owe me a
wind.
pillow,
Please.
and I will become wind.
Right. You're all wind.
Gentle wind.
I think Nyx would take that as a go ahead and will move forward through the chains without waiting for a sign that air can't make.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Ah,
You cannot
Let's
talk,
go.
you
sure.
cannot communicate.
Yeah, true. Right.
You all begin to move forward.
Whoosh.
Go ahead and give me dexterity saving throws just for your original finagling through the chains.
Rightio. Dexterity saving throws.
Wow. Great.
13.
6.
Nana has 19. Rex has what's that? 17.
Roshan got a nat 1.
Oh
Your
no.
Got
buddy.
a, I think 20.
Wow. What the hell?
So
Ready.
just based on these chains reacting to your forms being jostled, Keld and Roshan, go ahead and take 10 points of some sort of piercing slashing damage. Everybody else can take 5.
Ouch. Okay.
But you move through. They just keep like occasionally one will just like rip past your body, and you're a gaseous form, but still hurts a little.
Being sliced.
Ooh. Why does it hurt? Ah.
I'm gonna use my reaction.
I
to take
didn't know
him down.
gas could feel pain.
As the gas, you can't do anything.
Oh,
I'm gonna.
okay.
You're just gas.
Alright.
You just take what you get in this form.
We go.
You move forward, and then beneath the white light of the illuminated coin, you all watch as the rune sparks to life.
Oh.
Just like
No.
a nasty sort of like sickly purple that like carves through the rune on the
No.
ground, and the light erupts around you. I need intelligence saving throws from everyone.
Oh
Save.
boy. Oh no. Nana's in trouble.
I said there was a
Okay.
rune. You all walked on top of it. I don't know what to tell you.
We gassed on top of it.
Julian, we were gas. Julian.
12.
I got a dirty 20.
Roshan 17, Nyx 12.
Guys,
Rex 13.
open your minds.
Nana 16.
We're gonna do this from Keld's perspective.
Oh no. Oh no,
from
guys.
Keld's
Oh
perspective.
no.
Keld, you watch the floor illuminate, this symbol erupting from the ground. Just 1 second. Okay, I just had to check the wording on something. Keld, you feel it try to afflict your mind. And you push through. You're like, holy shit. Like, you actually have to like stop moving and like take a second as this thing tries to rip its way through your mind.
What the hell?
Everybody else is just gonna have to follow me on this journey.
Oh boy.
Your minds become addled. Confusion sets in. If you could speak words, you couldn't. Thought is gone from you. There is only a feeling of it's not even panic. It is the brink. It is the edge. You have fully broken. Hell, you watch as they all start to scatter. All of the wind just starts like woof, 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 going off in different directions. Let's figure out where everybody goes.
Guys,
Oh boy.
where are you going?
Let's see. We'll start with Fen. Fen is going to continue forwards. Nana goes back the way you all came from. You watch as Rex sort of like ping pongs in the space, like kind of stays in the area, but is like moving around. Nyx is also heading back the way you came. And Roshan, you are heading forward.
Guys, the brink isn't real.
It's
Hell, you
real
find
in our
yourself
minds.
basically alone in this space. The rest of you, your bodies are now attempting to revert back to normal. You
Oh,
can
no.
feel like you're trying to like become people again. Um,
Oh, no.
Currently all off in different directions. Keld, I'd love to know what you're doing.
I don't think I can do much as gas.
No.
So I feel like I'm continuing forward.
You can move is basically it, and then
Yeah.
decide to not be gassed.
Yeah, you're welcome to move forward. You can see that the rune like flickers and like it seems like it's trying to maintain itself, but it looks like weakened in a way. You don't know if it's going to do that again. But you can go to the end of the hall and take the turn, and you're away from the chains. But you've now basically lost sight of everyone.
I suppose I'll go where I can see everyone at least.
You can't. They have all scattered.
Oh, well, I thought 2 people were moving in my direction.
Yeah, you've lost sight of them too after turning the corner. They have gone further. Like they have continued and they are gone from sight.
Ew, interesting.
They are incredibly fast wind and their minds seem to be addled in some way. They're not waiting for you. They've all just went and just scattered to the winds.
There was a purple flash and everybody lost their minds.
Damn you, Prince.
Am I
You
able
watch.
to not be gas?
Yeah, it takes a minute.
I guess I'll wait and see if something happens. I
Okay.
don't know what to do.
Yeah, are you going to start becoming not wind?
Yeah.
Okay, so Keld's kind of floating in the corridor, like arms crossed, waiting. It is a constant. People are just like ping-ponging past you and moving around you. There's not much concern for your bodies, so everybody's going to take some damage.
Oh boy. I have to imagine we would be screaming if we could vocalize or do anything.
If you could, yeah, if you were capable. Um, Everybody go ahead and take 8 more damage, please, as you all ping pong around the place. And so, Keld, are you just going to stand your ground, or you're like, I could continue through the dungeon, or are you like, I'll wait and see if anybody shows up for a little bit?
I don't know if you can catch
I
any of
mean,
us out the air.
yeah, I guess we'll continue on because it seems like people were going past him at one point, so he's sort of lost track of everyone. We'll see what lays ahead. If it gets worse, then we'll start thinking about that.
Okay, so I would like luck checks from everybody that is not Keld.
Fun.
Do I have disadvantage on luck checks?
Nope, you only have disadvantage on strength and dex, I believe.
15 for Roshan, 16 for Nyx.
9.
19 for Nana, 17 for Rex.
Okay. Let's see. Let's look at the map.
Oh boy.
Well, there's one really bad place to end up, from what I'm observing.
Oh no.
Okay. Um, Luckily for a lot of you, and just for fun, everybody could take 2 more damage for me. It is just, you guys are like crashing into walls. Like it is ping ponging through this place. It's like a trapped creature. You're scared, you are panicked. It is not fear, but it is something deeper and more visceral. But inevitably, we'll go down the line for me. Roshan, you are going to end up in the loot room. Nana, you are going to end up, we'll say where the pus-filled Fomorians were. We'll put you there.
Good.
I'm just gonna drop Nyx in the water.
Half the matter.
Rex will be yeah, Rex ends up like he's like halfway through like the opening you guys made in that like stone pillar, and he just like lands inside of it. So he's just like in a hole, and he's like, okay, and he can pull himself out, but he just sort of lands right in the middle of it. And then Fen, you're gonna reconstitute in the chains. So everybody else is on the opposite side of the chains. Keld is on the safe side of the chains. Fen is in the chains. And this will be the last second of your insanity, so I'm not going to do a save. Keld, as you feel your feet touch down on the ground, everybody else, nah, that's what the 2 damage was. You hear like your feet touch down, Keld, and you're like, okay. And you look ahead and you're like, it's dark as fuck ahead. And then you hear behind you just the clanging and like gnashing of chains. Like a loud cacophony of it. Then basically at the same time your body reconstitute, your brain comes back to you, and that is when you feel like this thing ripping across your skin. One of the nooses like catches you by the chin, and you feel your body start to like rocket upwards as the noose tightens. So I'm going to start initiative. So everybody is welcome to roll.
Holy shit. Holy shit.
I'll give you guys a second, and then I'll get to you.
All right. I need clarification from you. This it really doesn't. It might affect this.
Sure.
Well, it won't affect this, but I need the clarification just going forward. Maybe if I'm not immediately dead. The curse says Ben has disadvantage on. I will read your words directly.
Mhm.
While deformed, the creature has its speed halved and has disadvantage on ability checks, saving throws, and attacks based on strength or dex. Is that
Yeah.
attacks based on strength or dex, or is that ability checks and saving throws also based on strength or dex,
One
or
second.
is it on all ability checks and all saving throws?
Oh, it's going to be strength and dex.
Okay.
You may have gotten the short end of the stick because I also struggled with the wording last session. But um, 1 second. Where is anything? There it is. Yeah, so you have disadvantage on ability checks, saving throws, and attacks that are based on strength and dexterity. So that is the gambit. So Fen is yoinked in this moment. 20 to 25.
Roshan
Um,
got 20.
Okay.
Nana's got 22. Rex has a dirty 20.
Okay, 15 to 20.
16.
And real quick. I would call this an ability check. Did you roll with disadvantage, Fen?
I did.
Okay. Neat. Get that out of my way. And then you have a 16. Nobody had higher than that in that call that I just did between 15 and 20. Okay. Fen. Who's left? Nix and Keld, what's up?
10.
And 11 for Nyx.
Oh.
Yep, that's the pots.
I sure hope you remember where I said you were, because I don't. And if you don't remember, I'll just put you further away, because I don't know. You don't know. Let's start at the top of the initiative, and then we'll talk about Fen when we get to him. So Nana, you are up. Where did you come to fruition? Where the pus fight was? You're muted.
Yes, Nana was at the pus fight. That's correct.
Okay. I'll say with your passive
Ah.
perception, like you come to and your brain starts to like refocus back up. You can hear like the clanging of chains, but like you can't really see much. You can see the corridor. You kind of figure out where you are based on the bodies.
Okay. Repositioning herself, she's going to sprint towards the chains because if there's clanging, that means somebody got caught and they need help.
Okay.
She's
What's
just
your
going to spend her entire turn. Normal movement speed is 30. She's going to run another 30 as well.
Okay. Okay. You are on the way. You'd probably get to the chains on your next turn.
Okay.
Probably
All right.
dashing to get there, but you'd be
Mm.
there on your next turn.
Okay. Cool.
Moving on to Rex. Where did I put him?
He was halfway
He's in
through
the hole.
Yeah, he's in the hole. I
Yeah.
think he's like
Okay.
pretty fucking far away.
He's pretty far
I'm
back.
trying to
Yeah.
remember
So,
where that is.
it's where I is.
Oh. Yeah, all right. Okay. I feel like he's got the good sense to know like where he is and remember how far back that is, and I feel like he's got good sense of direction. He's going to sprint as well, try and get back to where everybody else was. Because
Okay.
he has to assume that that's where people are going to head towards if we've been scattered.
Okay. He's moving.
Yes.
Roshan.
Roshan was in the treasure room and will
Mhm.
also start sprinting 60
Okay.
feet.
Okay. On your go about, like you see Rex coming down the hallway, and then you like turn the corner, and you're like, okay, Rex. I see Rex. I have eyes on
Roshan!
one
Get back.
person. Then we have Fen. Fen, let's talk. You are in a bit of a situation. We are in the middle of a strangulation. This is attempting to render you unconscious and kill you. What is your Constitution modifier?
+1.
Okay. You have 2 rounds before you fall unconscious, and then you will start failing death saves if you are still being restrained.
Can I speak?
No, your voice is fully cut off at this moment, but you can attempt to free yourself. It is going to be, it is higher for dex, but it is lower for strength. Either way, you get disadvantage on both. So you can either do a athletics or acrobatics, both at disadvantage. Athletics has a higher DC.
And that's an action to try to free myself.
It is.
Okay, I'll try to nimbly acrobatics my way. You said acrobatics is a higher DC?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna do
Because
it
if you had
anyways.
strength, you could like pry it and like free yourself. You're gonna have to try some weird shit to get out.
Okay, I will twist and turn and attempt to escape with acrobatics.
Okay, acrobatics disadvantage, please.
25.
Ooh.
Can I get a breath?
No breath. You are able to like kind of like you're like finagling, you get your like legs up on the wall and you're like, hold on. And like it like this thing is jagged and awful and will scrape past your like face as you pull it off. You are going to take a little damage. Okay, go ahead and take 2 slashing damage, and then you are going to land on the ground. Uh, I'm going to say prone just based on the fact that you are cursed. And that would be your movement, is you falling from this height. Well, maybe I
Just
should do
looking for a
homework.
bonus action if I could squeeze that in there.
I'm gonna say your breath isn't back yet, but you can have a bonus action.
So I can't say one word. All right. Can I ready a bonus action to Misty step the fuck out of here when I get a chance?
You'll have to wait till your next turn.
All right. Then Fenn's gonna lay there with an oomph, and there's nothing else
Loki
I can
whale
do.
noises.
And also, just because I said it out loud, go ahead and take 4 more damage for the fall itself. Because there's just really nothing to really stop your fall. Unless you wanted to grab onto chains, and then I do damage for that. So just 4 more damage on the oomph. Okay. Uh, Nix swims to shore. I'm not.
So I think Nyx is worried because it wasn't like a graceful step up onto shore. It was kind of a ledge, and she's only got
Uh-huh.
access to one arm. So would you like an athletics to climb out? Or
By golly,
I'm
I love the reminder that it's like 15 or 20-foot ledge to get out of the fucking water. um,
Guys!
it would have to be strength and really high. She's
yeah.
kind of in a pickle.
Um I had the image in my head, so everyone is gifted with it. I think Nyx swims underwater and then does like a little dolphin just jump and then lands face against the wall and gets uh, a bastard 20 for strength.
I mean, she slaps hard against the wall and she is now currently like dangling. Like what she has done is impossible. And the fact that I am even allowing it honestly after we've gotten to this point, but she has just like fingers in a crevasse most of the way up the side of this wall. It's just dangling there.
In
Yeah, fully
fantasy,
alone.
this feels possible.
In Fantasyland, sure. um, that will be her movement at
She
minimum.
works out.
I'll probably also
Oh,
go ahead.
you're right. She could wild shape.
She could. That would be her last one.
Um, I think she understands how important this is and will use it to probably into a smallish flying. Well, yeah, she still has to get through the space between the
Mhm.
rocks. So a smallish flying form,
Okay.
like an
The
owl.
patoo. Yeah.
The patoo. Yep. Does the patoo only have one wing? Because that'd be diabolical.
That would be very funny. But I guess you can have both your wings. The bird just
Okay.
sideways, just
No, no,
coasting.
she's missing one leg.
Uh, so Nyx gets halfway up and is like, "There is actually no physical way for me to throw myself up. I have one arm," and then turns into a bird, and is
Yep.
going to start flying down the corridor. Um, that is Nyx. Cald, you're up.
Okay. Ooh.
Oh God,
Would I
Fen.
be able to make it with my 30 feet back to the edge of the chain hell area?
Yeah, you haven't gone incredibly far.
And is
Chain.
the lighted penny still a light?
It is. And you see
Yay.
Fen laying on top of it, so it's just kind of mostly blocked out.
Uh,
And you see this like flickering rune, like it's trying to like charge back up, but it seems to be struggling a little bit, but it is trying.
And can you remind me,
Hmm.
while we were in there, did we make the saving throws, or was it a, I
You
don't know
did
what
deck
else it would be?
saves.
Deck save, yeah. Okay. So I think I'm going to throw a bless at Finn.
Hmm.
So he will have a d4 to add to a saving throw.
Okay. You're just at the end of the
Sweating.
corridor, like, I believe in you. Fen is just like sprawled out on top of this flickering rune. And it's like, okay, hey,
Yeah,
up,
Cloud's
up, up.
watching to
Okay,
make sure
hop,
he
hop,
gets
hop.
up or something.
Yeah.
Roll onto your knees.
Come
Crawl.
on.
There's not really much anybody else can do. They have to dash. Nana will get like to the edge of like the hallway at the end of her turn. Everybody else is still like in motion. So we're back to Fen. Fen, you are laying. There's a chain like right next to your nose. You're like, okay, what are you doing?
I'm gonna Misty step the fuck out of
Yeah,
here.
you.
Up here on the other side of Keld.
uh, and Fen, you are safely on the other side. Um, uh, it takes a moment, but everybody eventually is on either one side or the other of the chain scenario. So, Roshan, Nyx, Rex, and Nana, you are back where you started on this
Mm.
side of the chains. And Keld
Gods!
and Fen, you are on the other side. Some of the chains seem to,
Damn
like, a
it!
lot of them have risen up, but you see that some of them have started coming back down.
Hmm. Maybe some of you guys should wait over there.
Go home. Everybody go back.
I feel like it's very impractical for us to split apart at this point.
Hmm.
I
But I
don't.
just saw everyone fuck off.
I understand. It was something to do with the god's damned rune. It went
You
off, and
can
then I don't even remember what.
you can see that this rune is like getting brighter and trying to fill up more. It seems like it is Roshan currently not active, but it is going to be soon.
Oh,
So maybe if you guys can hurry, you can get past it. Mm.
how long does it take us to
Um,
go wind? Bonus action?
No, it'll
minute?
be a minute at this
A
point.
minute?
It'll
Do
be
we have a
to this point.
minute? If not, we'd best get to crawling.
Nyx is flying through.
Okay.
I know in my bones.
Yeah,
I
you're
know
right.
in my heart of hearts.
She's the
Nyx is
patoo.
She's
She's
going
just
to
gonna
start
do it.
flying
She's
through.
gonna do it.
I need a dexterity saving throw from Nyx
Oh boy,
as a
honey.
patoo.
Come on, Patu.
Bad.
Oh no. Oh
Not
no.
a nat one, but not a success.
Oh god.
I'm going to
Oh boy.
I'm gonna rip this bird apart. One
didn't-
moment.
Oh God. Oh
No.
geez. Oh
Katie
no.
messaged me, "You know me so well."
Yeah. Well, we knew that.
Ooh, ouch. She's gonna take 12 points of slashing damage and is going to, I'm assuming,
Six.
lose the Patu form.
Yeah. So she takes
Yeah.
10 points of, or 11 points of damage
Yeah.
Ow.
to
Yeah.
And
her
then
HP.
is going to get like caught in one of the nooses. Um
Nix.
what's her con modifier? I think it's a 4 or
Plus,
something like that.
+4, yeah.
Yeah, so Nyx has 5 rounds of just kind of like dangling there.
Fuck.
I'll go to her
Okay.
first. She can do either athletics or acrobatics to try to get out, or some other thing.
Or
Um,
shenanigans.
you know, I don't know that she's got a whole lot of shenanigans that make this easier. So I think first we'll do. You said that athletics is easier.
Um, yeah, athletics is the easier one.
Well, she got a 6.
Oh no, she'll stay up there for a minute. Other people are
boy.
welcome to try to go through though.
Nana would like to try to navigate over to help Nyx.
Okay, she is currently out of your reach. It is a tall hallway for giant people that walk through.
Damn.
So she's just sort of like holding on to it, like okay.
All right. Okay. If okay, so she is definitely being held over Nana's capability of reaching her. She can't even reach Nyx's feet.
No.
Okay.
I'd like to shoot the chain if I can with an arrow and see if it does any damage.
Sure, go ahead.
Okay.
Just take that rusty ass chain.
I miss.
Oh,
It
boy.
explodes on the corridor wall. You hit a chain.
Mm.
One of this sea of chains is hit. Anybody else? Or you're welcome to give Nyx
Rex.
5 rounds to figure it out.
Rex would like to try to shoot the chain.
Okay. The chain has a damage threshold. I will let you know.
Fair enough. Right.
And is possibly resistant to piercing damage, but as a
Well.
chain is wont to be.
That's fair, but is there enough clearance for him to be able to shoot it outside of 10 feet of Nyx?
You need to tell me what you're doing because I can't help you unless I know.
I'm wondering if he could use his bursting arrow on the chain above Nyx, outside of the 10-foot range of that
Wouldn't that just
damage
hit multiple targets?
I mean, it hit multiple chains.
It would hit multiple chains.
Is it a different damage type?
Force damage.
Oh, okay.
So, I don't know.
He's welcome to shoot at the ceiling.
Yeah, the ceiling seems like a good bet. Like, try and hit it at the root. Try and take out a bunch of chains. Maybe fuck up the trap a little. Why
For
not?
it.
Yeah, let's try. Yeah. Okay. 20 to hit. Dirty 20.
Okay, roll me the damage.
Damage is gonna be.
Give me the piercing and the bursting separate.
Understood. Piercing damage is gonna be 7. And the
Okay.
force damage is gonna be 2d6. Ba-ba-ba-bum. 9.
Yeah, these chains look pretty fucked up. They were really rusted and damaged.
Okay.
Um, uh, you think something like that again would probably deal with the problem? There's a couple chains that go and like clash down to the ground.
But none of
Um,
them happen to be the one that is
Not the
holding
one holding
Nyx.
Nyx, but it looks damaged. It almost looks like a piece of
Okay.
it broke off. So if Nyx was able to kind of pull herself up, she could maybe unhook herself like one of the loops. But
Ah,
that's what Rex is able to do at this time is
okay.
break the chain a bit.
Cool, cool. Neat.
I'll shoot a thunderclap arrow at the ceiling.
You've had your turn.
Oh,
Sorry.
okay.
Your turn won't come
Moving.
again.
Don't worry. Everybody gets to try something. Don't you worry. If anybody else would like to try anything, let me know. If not, I'll move back to Nyx.
I'm thinking about trying something.
Uh-huh.
Um,
Held walks away. I'm thinking of something.
Goodbye.
Later,
Self-reliance,
girly.
girly.
You have to do this yourself.
If you're going to keep doing this, you have to figure it out.
What I think Keld wants to do is Misty Step to the chain, what got Nyx, and
Okay.
basically like forcefully like grab it so his weight kind of pulls down to sort of pull more on that thing that's broken.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay. You misty step up to this chain. You're right above where Nyx is. You kind of had to like reach a hand up pretty high for the basically the 30 feet you were given. And you are in a position where you can attempt to do this. Give me strength. Give
Strength?
me strength.
I'm trying. 14.
Okay. I'm gonna say you haven't broken it yet. And also,
Did I make it go creek?
definitely make go creek. But Nyx might have a lower DC to deal with now that there's like another person there attempting to assist.
Yeah.
And
I promise not to put my feet on her and make it worse.
you're trying not to. Go ahead and take 4 points of piercing damage as you're grabbing onto these very jagged, nasty chains.
Ouchie.
Okay. Roshan, I think you're the only one left.
I think for this turn, Roshan will say, Nyx, just trust me. And then we'll let her get another turn of trying to get out of this.
Okay. She's probably like, all right. I mean, she is actively like choking to death, but she's like, all right, works for me. Oh, I thought of something stupid. No, control yourself, Jillian. No, you can't. You can't let it happen. It's so stupid. Uh,
What?
uh, I think in my heart of hearts, I'm gonna take over for Nyx really quick. Um, and she's gonna like with her one arm kind of like shuffle around in her items, and I'm going to say this one's on her person because she did acquire it. She is the one who found it, and I will say it's on her person for my own amusement in this. And slips an item on. Then you watch as she starts like waving one of her arms like this, and her body starts to slowly lift up sideways. It kind of looks like she's awkwardly swimming in water, and she's slowly lifting herself up a bit. She isn't out of the chain, but she is now not like choking to death. So she uses her ring of swimming that makes her swim in air, uh, and is going to just kind of like doggy paddle upwards with one arm and is sort of like holding herself there and like looks up at Keld like, okay. So her weight is now off of like this chain problem. And that's her turn.
So then if Kel did a hop,
Kel just has to do a kathunk. He just has to unhook them.
Can I unhook them?
You can.
Mm.
You
Give it a
unhook.
little bounce, Keld.
Keld, are you staying up there or are you gonna let go?
I really don't want to let go. But
Okay,
if
you
the
can dangle
chain's
there.
moving,
Well, the chain below you is moving, the lower portion. So the lower chain is now gone. You're at the end of the chain, like 30 feet up. Where you Misty Step to was above where Nyx was choking, right?
yes.
So you Misty Step so you could break the chain, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now the part of that chain that had Nyx attached to it has been freed.
Yeah.
You are still holding on to chain dangling from the ceiling.
Right.
Very Bullwinkle.
And well, I probably don't have an action, but I can use a bonus action to Misty Step back over there to safety.
Hell yeah.
I'll put away my damage dice.
Good
Nyx is just
call,
kind of
bud.
like slowly spinning in air. So
I believe
now
in
we
her.
have, so now we're just back to stagnant. Keld and Fen are on the other side of the chains. Nyx is in the middle of the chains. Rex and Roshan and Nana are on the other side of the chains.
Amazing. Okay.
Right.
So.
I'm gonna roll to see if this rune recharges.
Please don't.
Please
What
don't.
are you guys doing?
Oh boy. Fuck. It's a good fucking question. I don't have
I
another
think,
charge on my cape.
Seeing that there are 4 people over here, Roshan can't teleport everyone over, and I think he's interested in dispelling the magic of the symbol,
Okay.
which has plenty of range. I just probably need to roll.
Okay,
I am.
go for
I
it.
am quite certain you will have to roll. Let me see what level it is.
Anything you can do to make this less dangerous of a hallway, that would be great.
I don't know what level it is, but I've got a +5, so a 10 or 11 would be great. And that's a 19. For 24.
And that is high enough to dispel a 7th level symbol.
Dang.
Not the
Wow.
Because
symbol.
fuck you
Shit.
guys.
Well, this
I
is a
think,
murder dungeon, you know?
Roshan summons a spectral hand near this rune, and then adds just like a tick mark in some of the arcane scribing that instead of charging back up, just lets all of the energy out at once. And then
The energy
rune...
floats upwards and like Nyx is just like spiraled in the water. Just like I can only assume if nobody is going to like offer Nyx a solution, she's gonna be like, well, might as well go the other half of the way. Unless something is presented to her. But that is my assumption. You can correct me if you think I'm wrong.
Please swim down. Please don't keep trying to swim through the chains. Please.
You have to swim through the chains no matter what.
Well,
I'll offer
so it
her a
goes.
roguish inspiration.
She appreciates it.
Yeah, I think Roshan will just say, be careful, and give her Bardic.
Okay. Let's roll that deck save now with a Bardic.
She needs the Bardic. The Bardic is a 7, so she's got a total of 20.
Okay. She like starts to like slowly maneuver through. Maybe better at swimming than walking. but eventually it lands on the other side. We'll remove this item and unattune from it and reattune to whatever she was attuned to. All right, Nyx is across.
Good.
Well, now that the rune is gone, I think we should be safer as air. And Roshan will
True.
begin. He'll blow on
Yeah.
his thumb until he starts to disappear and becomes air again.
Okay. You take a minute to turn into air. Give me dex for Roshan, Nana, and Rex.
Okay.
15.
Nana has a dirty 20. Rex has. Ba 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 ba. What is that? 15.
Okay. How about you guys go ahead and take like 2 points of damage each for me?
Okay.
And you get to the other side. You take another minute to turn back into your corporeal forms, and all of you made it across.
Hooray. All right.
What a
So
terrible hallway.
I
I've heard
can't
of doors that
disagree.
are pretty fearsome, but that hallway is even worse than most doors.
I feel like can we take a vote? Can we take a vote? If we come across another god awful looking sigil or something like that, can we just turn it off first?
That is a good
I
idea.
I think that's a solid idea. I'll
I'd just as
try.
rather not find out what it does at all.
Yeah.
In any case, let's make sure there aren't any more in this room. Nana would like to squint into the next room with detect magic going. She can do it at will from the rod of oh damn it, the one thing. Rod of alertness. That's the one.
Rod of Alertness gives you detect magic.
It
I
do.
guess it makes you alert to magic.
I guess that is very alert, I would assume, but let me.
Let me double check.
I suppose so, yeah.
Detect
Well, you can also
magic rod of
action.
alertness at will. Yes.
Yeah. Okie dokie. This is something Roshan would have also picked up on. There is just like the remnants of just magic in the space. Like a good bit in like the cracks of the floor, and it seems like a bit heavier here, but it doesn't seem like active in the way like a trap would be. It just seems like a resonance. But from where you are standing, you can see a small corridor that goes about another 15 feet eastward. No magic is standing out to you, and then it turns northward through an opening.
What sort of opening?
From your angle, it looks like an archway.
Okay.
It's also very dark for a lot of people.
Alright.
What do you guys see?
Well, Nana will describe the terrain such as we have seen it so far. I think at the very least I can take a look through that archway. I'd be able to see out 120 feet. Beyond that,
Okay.
I don't know. It depends on the layout of the room.
Sounds like a good idea if we approach cautiously.
Let me have a look in that case and see what we see. If it looks like it might be worthwhile, we may want to get more eyes on the knot. We'll see. Nana will creep up and take a look through the archway.
Okay, roll stealth.
Mm-hmm. Interesting. Same thing, both dice. Well, That is a 15.
Okay. Nana, you creep forward and look around this archway into a large circular room. And that's where we're going to take our break.
Oh boy.
Thanks for being here. How about you go get a snack and a drink, and we'll get back and we'll tell you what's in that room in 10 minutes.
Thank you, Ted.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Dice Club for episode 249 of On the Backs of Gods. We just took our 10-minute break. The party got through the 15-foot hallway. We did it. It was a hallway of terrible chains and the symbol spell. And, there was a moment of insanity, but we all made it through. And that's what's important. Hey, sorry, my children are fighting. Yeah, you better. No, you keep going. You get out of here. Okay. Sorry, my son is misbehaving. Uh, I'm watching him. But you've all made it past that corridor, and you can see that this hallway leads to some sort of archway. And Nana sneaks ahead a little bit to take a peek. And Nana, the first thing that hits you is the smell. It is the smell of blood and abscess. Um, Immediately just hits you like a wave. Uh,
Ooh.
your eyes cast downwards. There are iron lines on the floor in ornate geometric patterns that are covered in dark stains. The walls are made of an odd crystalline mirror like substance. Um, when you kind of catch a glimpse of yourself in one of the mirrors, it kind of almost has like a funhouse effect where your face looks like a little distorted from where you are, but that could just be the distance. Um, you can see on the walls, on these crystalline walls in this circle room, there are 9 skulls sitting at head height, your head height, a similar head height to yours. Um,
Oh, that's
each
interesting.
Each of the skulls has an item resting either beneath them against the wall, either maybe where a weapon would have been held or a piece of armor. You can see that there are 9 items, one corresponding to each skull, a piece of armor, a shield, a sword, a spear, a brooch, a bow, a cape, a collar, and a cloak. Um, all of these items rest with these skulls. Um, at the far end of the room, there is a large throne made of cold iron, and the cushion is made of a pale stitched leather. Um, a number of feet from this large throne is a silvered crown resting on the ground. It has pointed spire like crenulations. Uh, in the center of the room is a huge, twisted figure, bent at this impossible arch. Um, the skin is haggard and gray, thin and warped. There are boils and like deep, soft looking wrinkles over kind of like an overripe plum in places. Like the skin looks very soft. The limbs look gnarled and heavy and are snapped in awkward places like branches. You can see that the large hands rest against the floor. They seem to be fused almost to it, like the flesh has melted into the stone of the space. Um, this horrible, wretched looking thing is covered in pieces of what looks like once sturdy armor that is now rusted. Um, and you can see its positioning. It is a full like back bend. Like this entity is fully bent backwards, head laid back, feet on the ground, hands touching the ground at the sides. Um, you can see holding this creature in place is a large sword that is stabbed through its sternum. The sword has an ornate golden hilt that looks to be very similar to like the back of a throne, very ornate and wide. The blade is covered in a dark, dried substance, and the tip of the blade seems to be lodged into the floor. This you are looking at is a tableau of a fight from a long, long time ago.
Okay, then. Well,
Well, that looks like a cursed sword if I've ever seen one.
Yeah, I
Head
mean,
pops
like
up
Nana
next to
kind of
yours.
like
I'm gonna say you grabbed the
pulls
coin,
back.
Keld, when you
Mhm.
walked through. So you guys have the light coin, and Keld's like pops his head up to look.
Yeah, the moment Nana didn't instantly get like eviscerated when she poked her head around the
Yeah.
door, we all decided, okay, it's probably fine.
It just smells really bad.
Oh yeah, it's bad. It's bad, but I think we might well have one of the last scuffles to occur in this place right here. Untouched for all these years.
Well, keep your wits about
Huh.
you. If this smell is to be believed, then Erja isn't dead.
Hmm.
Yeah, let's be careful. Particularly around any swords. Just to be safe.
Mm.
Does the figure in the middle of the room seem to be breathing, moving at all, or just caught in the spell of this blade?
What would you like to roll to check? I'll take anything from medicine to perception. Probably those.
I'll do medicine. 19.
Nana could percept.
You're welcome to. Medicine's definitely going to be the
more
squint.
technical.
Yeah.
Well, with the perception, it's a 31.
And Nick's got a 20 perception. Or not perception, medicine.
Okay.
Nice.
You're not noticing any movement. I will say, as a group, you do see that some of the blood on the floor beneath the sword isn't as dark as some of the stains. Like there is a varying darkness of stainage on the floor. But currently there is no movement. No falling of the chest, no movement of this large bulbous eye on its face. Nope.
So I had a very bad thought.
Okay.
And I hope it's not true. We came down here with the assumption that the blade Dane's life would be in its scabbard. Can someone please identify the blade through that creature?
I don't want to get that close, but I think it's safe to say this is probably the one.
Based on the description and all, it looks to match.
How could we draw it safely without invoking its curse?
Well, I think... Is there a scabbard around here? Do we see a scabbard?
You can roll investigation.
That's
you do not
an
want
important
Nana
part
helping
of
with
this
that.
magic.
I can percept. I cannot investigate for you.
You said help?
No.
No. Then Roshan got a nat 1.
Oh, fuck.
Ooh. Man, you're not seeing anything.
I'm sorry, dude. My
don't see one
investigation is
anywhere.
-1. I can't help you.
I think Roshan turns away and then begins inspecting the items at each of these 9 skulls. He will cast Detect Magic.
Okay. I'm going to say you guys move into the room a bit. It seems you guys are trying to look at stuff and observe the space. You move in, and the way the skulls are sort of set, depending on your height, doesn't work the best for Keld per se, and depends on the skull a little bit. But they are at a pretty average head height. And in some cases, your head lines up perfectly with the skull, but your body just looks warped and strange because of the crystalline walling itself. But it is meant to be perceived at your head height, a humanoid head height.
Racist. Racist
Mm.
architecture right there.
Hmm.
Didn't think I'd see the like, but here we are.
Roshan, all 9 of the items on the wall illuminate. The walls themselves seem to be magically and kind of like when you find like a table made out of like really nice wood, you know. It's like, okay, that came from a fancy tree. It had to have been from a magical tree. So like that's how the walls are illuminating. The crown on the ground is illuminating, and the sword in the center is illuminating. You can see that now you're in the space, kind of looking at it as like the full circle that it is. There is a perfect spot for one more skull over that throne, and it is bare.
Uh-oh.
Well, it looks like he didn't succeed in felling the last Moonshay, though whatever happened to them, I have no idea. Each of these each of these magical items here, I'm guessing, was the vestige of the Moonshay that wielded it. Um,
Presumably.
each of them magical. The that big crown and obviously the sword as well.
Okay. So,
Um, if we feel like he's not going to start moving, I could see if there's anything here that would begin to give us an edge and see if we can help.
Might as well. It's a place for another skull. Any of these items might make a good commission for our benefactor as well. Supposed to come
Of
back with
course.
things for her.
Yeah. Um,
yeah.
Roshan will.
Provided they're not trapped.
Roshan
cursed.
will look for traps before taking anything off its pedestal and casting Identify.
Please
Okay.
and thank you.
Roll investigation. I'll give you advantage because of your detect magic.
Ooh, 34.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah, that's more like it, brother.
You start to observe the magical items on the wall. And I'll just describe them real quick for you, just so you have an idea of kind of what you're looking at. We have the armor, which looks to be some sort of like very fine elven chain, silvery, thin, almost like moonlight. We have a shield, which is in a kite shape. It is white and looks ornate and like fit together almost like puzzle pieces. Um, there is a sword. It looks like it's broken in pieces, but held together by like a very dried looking like vine of some sort. Like a piece of nature was once like holding this together, but now it is dried out and emaciated. There is a spear. It is twisting with opal and gold, and at the tip is what looks like a unicorn horn. Um, there is a brooch, which is onyx, and it's held together with gold, like kintsugi. Um, there is a bow. It looks to be made of metal and segmented. It almost looks like there's like a haze in the cracks between the plates of metal. Um, there is a cape, which is silvery with like a vibrant neon blue feather, like stitched into it in different places. There is a thin lace collar that looks like black spider webs, and has an icy blue gem in the center. And then there is a cloak that is sheer pearlescent, and has dainty gold trim. Uh, Roshan, you start to take these items in and you're looking for any trap, and then whoa, 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 from the center of the room, and you hear just like a release of like energy as the sword illuminates a soft blue, and then you watch that blue almost drip from the sword like water into the cracks on the floor, and then spread out past your feet and fill the room itself and the hallway with just this like small blue light that follows the cracks and heads out and away. And then you hear a gasp from the center of the room as a wide eye opens, red and piercing. You can see that the
boy.
arms shift
Oh boy.
and twitch. The body moves slightly, and blood begins to spill from the back where the sword has pierced the giant. And you watch the eye shift in the space and move around before it locks in on all of you. And its mouth opens. It looks sort of dry and pasted together with blood as it just like pulls its mouth open, lips dry and cracked. Hello, guests, he says in giant. An archaic giant, but you are able to pick up on everybody besides Roshan that you are being greeted in some way.
Oh, well, I suppose Nana will reply in the giant that we've come to know in the modern day, and do her best. Um, Hello. We did not think there were many left here who minded the place. Well met. Who may we ask are we speaking to?
Uh, and you can see like the lips sort of like curl up in the corners, revealing like these sharp, kind of rotten looking teeth. Your accent. And now he is speaking in common
Oh, interesting.
of Sunwalker. Welcome, Sunwalkers. It has been quite some time since I have. And he coughs up like congealed blood. Guests in my home. And the eye is just like fixed on all of you.
I imagine it's been quite some time, yes. Uh, how long would you say?
I could not tell you, as time for me has been a strange thing, a twisting thing.
Do we know how long it's been since this was fabled to have happened?
Oh, the thousands.
Multiple thousands.
At
Many
least,
thousands of years.
at least maybe a handful of thousands is maybe your best guess. Nobody puts like a carbon date on this one.
Hmm.
Tell me, guests, sun walkers, what brings you to my home? And you look like he looks like he wants to like raise his arms to be like kind of to motion to the space to gesticulate, but his hands are like fused to the ground and he cannot lift
Oh.
them.
Oh, man. This poor guy.
So welcome to the home of Erja. Please make yourselves comfortable.
Thank you.
I think you have what we're looking for in your person right now.
Quite close
And-
to the vest, as it were.
And what would that be? You hear his head. He tries to like lift his head up a bit, and it is the terrible like cracking and twisting of bone as he tries to kind of like tilt his head to look.
The sword, we believe, happens to be one called Dane's Life, we think.
Ah,
We were hoping to perhaps dispel a terrible curse and perhaps forward some additional goals of our own, but primarily make sure that something that encourages bloodshed ceaselessly no longer considers itself necessary.
I see the Dane's life, the sword of Moonshay. And you see like he stops for a moment. And it's just like waves of thought Like you can see him lost in something. Mm. And he like starts to like glance around the room and he looks over at like the crown on the floor. I didn't get to put it on the wall.
If you would like for us to place it there for you, we could. Or if you know of a way for us to free you, you could do it yourself.
Mm. I am not sure it has the same merit without the skull, but I believe if you have not seen the body of Moonshay, then that is long past.
I don't believe we've seen any remains that would match as such that we're aware.
Mm.
How is
Sorry.
it you're still alive?
I have had time for self reflection, and
Mm-hmm.
this sword that I am keeping close. um, it has two stories, one of death and then rebirth.
Really?
Um, I am no historian, but this sword was used in a war. All of the men fell and then were brought back again to fight. And I suppose I am that man.
Mm. I see.
The thing is, I would allow you to have this sword, though I worry that if it is removed from me, that I will die. And I feel like I have been given a second wind.
When he said he had time for self reflection, and I look around the reflected room that distorts
Mm.
all of our reflections, does he look normal to himself? This twisted guy? Is it distorting him back into this beautiful giant that he used to be?
You look at the walls, it does not seem to be doing that for him. If he was just like looking at the wall and he's like, yes,
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 girly,
this is awesome.
finally!
This is the
Yes!
best. um, you all seem a bit nervous. Do not be. I wish you no harm. As long as you mean me none.
If you do
Roshan
not wish to
says
hurt us.
in everyone's heads, one at a time, be ready to kill this fucker.
I'd love everybody to roll me deception.
Oh my god,
Let
oh
us
my god, oh my god, oh my god.
Everybody roll
Roshan,
deception
you
to have
should know better.
not react to that.
deceive this giant.
Let me roll against y'all. It's only fair.
Well, Nana has a 14.
I also rolled a 14, but plus 2.
Hmm.
Nyx has a 10.
Oh, good. Rex rolled a 3.
Mm.
I got a 4. Everybody else has weapons that they could just place their hand on the hilt of. Fen and Rex have got to like draw their bows and knock an arrow.
Don't mind me.
Real casual.
Now, everyone, relax. Everyone, chill out. There is no
course.
reason to be so, hasty. It seems we have a similar interest, something that binds us, and you look incredibly hurt.
It's been a rough go of it. In fairness, you know, your people are very good at building extremely effective traps, and they hurt a lot.
It's good to know that it is lasting quality.
Very much so. Like it,
Hmm.
impressively so, considering the time gap.
Yeah.
You see that, like, occasionally, like, while he's talking to you, he's like, his focus kind of like wanes a bit and his head starts to fall back and he like pulls up.
Hmm.
So, a similar interest.
Yes.
I would give you the sword. It could be yours. I would give you a boon. You could have everything in this room.
Oh.
I would let you walk out with your lives, and my men who have just been reinvigorated would allow you to pass.
That would all be very, very kind and generous, and we would be happy to
And
happy
what
to
would that
receive
cost?
that. What would you like in return?
I would love to be able to exist peacefully in a world without Moonshay. I have created this world a long time ago, and I wish to revel in it for a moment. So if there is a way for you to remove the sword and not kill me,
Hmm.
I would be more than willing.
Roshan rolled a 31 for insight on whether he's lying about wanting to be peaceful.
Nana would like to roll insight on whether his dudes have actually been reinvigorated and are on their way.
Fenn's not going to roll insight. He just believes that this guy thinks the Moonshay are already dead, and he's like, my job's done. I just want to be peaceful now that there's no more Moonshay.
Let me vibe. What'd
I
you
mean,
get, Roshan?
it's valid.
31.
And Nana has a 23.
Roshan, the most you kind of have to work off of, this guy's just first off very hard to read. It may be because of the twisted face and body and the fact that he's been in a weird like time dilated state of like dying and coming back and dying and coming back. He seems unwell a little bit. His pleasantries, I would say, seem genuine. Like it doesn't seem like he's putting on a front. He's not acting like he's at a disadvantage in any way. He is not frightened that a bunch of people came into the room with weapons and are like, we need that sword. He does not look worried about that at all. To live peacefully, I mean, that's a toss up, and it could have just been it was like the word peaceful and then like the word revel. So it was just like two, I think, very conflicting answers. So you're like, I honestly am not 100% positive.
Maybe
Like,
he
he
just
wants
wants to frolic through the field
let
of blue mushrooms
let
and
him
know that
frolic.
he killed so very, very many
He killed
Moonshay to
so
make it
the
happen.
thing is, you know of the stories of Erja. Erja is not was not, that's the best we can speak, was not a good person.
Hmm.
But that was thousands of years ago.
And
So
Erja has since been dying and coming
He
back
said he
and reflecting
self-reflected.
he's been
for a very long
self-reflecting.
time.
And
What has he come to the conclusion of? Mostly peaceful, seems like.
Nana, you just kind of have to base it off of what you just saw, which was that the sword flashed and the energy went down the hallway,
Right.
where the bodies would be,
Mm.
and that he seemed to be rejuvenated when this energy went off.
Interesting.
So it may have also
Oh.
affected everybody else in the corridor.
Oh.
Did we say we saw the sheath to this somewhere?
Mm-mm.
Mm.
That is something that we'll have to inquire about. Well, I think that all sounds very equitable. An additional thing. Perhaps since you have personal experience with Dane's life, you could tell us if this is tale or if this is true. There is tale that once Dane's life is drawn, it must draw blood before it can be resheathed. Is that so?
From my experience, um, it certainly sets a bloodlust into the eyes.
Mm.
Uh, Moonshay seemed moved. She, and it's almost like a look of like fondness at like the memory, like looking
Mm-hmm.
back.
Yeah, nostalgia.
She looked like a princess,
Mm.
a princess wearing her father's armor, big in places. Uh, she looked tired and fat. Very fat for a Moonshay.
I have not seen her, so I will refrain from comment, but I'm sure the judgment is just.
I'm The last to see her was her drawn screaming from the room after I was able to take a um a hit in turn, and sort of like nods towards the sword.
Mm.
She hit me. I hit her.
Mm.
And the screaming eventually stopped.
Well, perhaps she was taken away and passed in the process. It's hard to say. I do not know of any tales of any Moonshay about these days.
Because their line is done.
There it is.
Would someone pick up that crown and just show it to me? I have only been able to see it from the corner of my eye. The large bulbous eye looks at
Oh
all of you.
God.
If
Mm.
someone could just show it to me.
Mm.
Keld will bring the crown a little closer.
Yeah. Held, you go and pick up the crown. It's a humanoid sized crown.
Okay.
Like this wouldn't be something that fits Airjaw.
Mm.
And you bring it over and he like takes a look at it.
Mm.
So close to a complete collection. Ah, well, I have moved past that, I suppose.
Well, after some centuries to ponder on the collection itself, I suppose one could find an interest in something new.
Hmm. Well, as we talk guests, uh, I have pondered, when I could, of ways to free myself, and those are limited. And as I stated, I fear that if I were to remove the sword, that I would perish. But if you had a way to ensure that this would not be the case, you could take your bounty and be on your way unscathed.
Well, what is the nature of this magic that revives your soldiers? Is that tied to you? Is that tied to the sword? Or is that just tied to the fortress?
Uh, it is no magic of the Fomorians. It is
Oh.
something of the blade, but I know not why.
Oh. I wonder if it must needs be sheathed in order to end its prior hold on whoever was affected by it last? I don't know.
I'm not sure if I have seen a sheath, but I have not the best uh, investigative skills.
And your vantage point is somewhat constrained, to be fair.
Could be directly beneath me.
We can have a look and see, but we can also have a look further around. You say that the sword would have come from Moonshay, and you said that she was taken back through that door last you saw?
last I saw as darkness took me.
Which then, I think, follows if she fell between here and the exit, then perhaps it's just fallen in a corner somewhere and it could have gotten overlooked quite easily.
What did you hit her with?
It is a gift of a glance. And the eye just kind of like hones in on you.
Ah, that little talent.
A curse and a skill. A blessing and a bane.
Hmm.
But I take what I get. I did not request this gift. It was given to me by Moonshay.
Curious.
You look tired, Sit. Rest. Get your bearings.
It's not a bad idea. What
Of
do a
course.
lot of you think?
Might
Rex
as
in the
well.
back of the room, like, holy fucking shit.
I mean, like,
Trying to be
fair,
so cool.
fair,
Trying to be so
but
cool.
also, this man has said, we're parlaying. My dudes are alive back the way you came.
Yeah.
We're chill.
Mhm.
Sit down for a bit.
Let's be cool.
It's crazy, yes, but let's be cool. Nana's like, I validate you. You're very right. This is crazy, but let's just sit for a little bit and recover ourselves.
If Nana sits, Rex will sit. I'm assuming Nyx will sit. She's like, okay.
Nyx feels like the kind of person who would just sit down and chat with this guy anyway.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Boy, howdy, if she was feeling talkative.
It'd be over for you, boy.
Fen will do more of a slump against the wall, like lean against the wall and just like.
Roshan not sitting. His like predator prey reflex is triggered and sweating, and he's trying to not want to run away.
And what's Kel doing?
He'll sit probably next to Nyx.
Hmm.
Hmm.
The eye slowly shifts over to Roshan. You take interest in the arcane, I see.
He probably chokes on some spit, but yes, very interesting.
Then you would be of great help to our dealings. Would you come over and observe? And
I think
like the sword, like.
I think Roshan will look to the others. And
Well,
he sees
Nana's not going to
some
let him
nods
go
of,
walking up
yep.
by himself. She'll go walk up alongside him.
But Roshan will approach.
Yeah.
Very nervously.
Nana will have his 6.
No. All I request is to survive this ordeal. As I'm sure, let me even say this, you need not request it. You may have your sword. Perhaps there is something that you can see that I cannot with your magical, learned knowledge. But I wonder if it would make the pain worse, being free of it, the sword. I no longer hurt. I think I have almost forgotten, as if that part of my brain can no longer feel. But when I look at myself, I know there must be some anguish, but I feel it is diminished. I wish to get to live as I once did. If there was a way to free me of this sword and this curse, you could have any boon you requested.
Live as you once did as a conqueror?
It is hard to conquer, I will say. And he kind of like looks towards the doorway. Uh, the sound of footsteps is minimal. 'Tis no army. And my plight was with Moonshay. I built my armies to fight theirs, and I have killed all Moonshay. I will probably stay here in some part of the shadowed area, but I don't know. I cannot promise any outcome. I will be a different person if I can stand up or move, perhaps lay down.
Uh, I think Roshan is shaking as he produces the red folio from Ave and sets it on a small mage hand floating in front of him, and he will rip off a piece of a page and um, will wrap it around the blade and start casting his um, whatever it's called, identify.
Okay.
Seeing
And are
Roshan is
you?
shaking, Nana's just gonna set a hand in the small of his back.
And then they kissed. Sorry. He's like, "Are you guys going to? No, okay, whatever.
Just
Fine.
trying to be supportive here, man.
I don't know you. You start to. Are you doing ritual or are you using a spell slot?
Um, let's see. Um, I think he would use a spell slot.
Okay. Um.
It's got to be level 2, so it's super identify.
So, you cast identify. It is like static electricity under your fingers through the page. Like you can feel the blades like energy through it. You don't seem to be afflicted by any sort of bloodlust currently, as you touch it. But this is a very powerful weapon that can instill fear in enemies that are around you. Um, doo, 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 doo. As long as the sword is visible and unsheathed, the creatures around it will remain frightened. Um, the sword seems to do necrotic damage and then extra necrotic damage to a sworn enemy. So you can do a ritual to assign your sworn enemy, and once you pull out that sword, it's smooth sailing from there, and you better hope you kill him. Um, but this sword is also cursed. You draw the sword from the sheath. You are struck by a bloodlust. Um, a difficult saving throw to resist the sword's call. Um, on a fail, you know that you must attack a creature in range or use your action to dash towards the nearest creature. The sword cannot be set down willingly while unsheathed, whether the saving throw succeeds or fails. The sword cannot be sheathed until a man's life is taken by the blade. Um, and then it's almost more memory. It doesn't even seem like it should be happening. This extra part, this healing magic that's coming from it. It's as if uh, from the story, Hild and her healing magic. Like it just like there's a piece of her there creating this unending loop of life and death as the war she I suppose helped continue. Unable to accept all the death on that island, she'd come back every night, heal all the soldiers, and they'd come back the next day and fight, and so on and so forth. Um, so it's almost like just the memory of Hild held in this place. You don't even know how you'd use that ability. Like you don't understand how it's actually like happening.
Roshan will ponder aloud and say, I think the sword is what's keeping you alive. Do you recall someone named Hild?
A name. I do. A healer. Hmm.
Um, I don't know if it's grudge or powerful memory, but it seems that is what keeps everything here alive.
Hmm.
How interesting. And you watch like blood sort of like kind of spill from the mouth a bit. Do you think, guests, there is a way you could assist me? You seem powerful and magically inclined.
Possible. We might be able to come up with something. I'm not certain we've got a spell ready on hand right this moment that will resolve exactly what you've got to deal with,
Hmm.
but we've certainly encountered some thorny magical problems in the past and come out the better for it.
Can I tell you my concern?
Please.
I have not asked for your names.
That is only fair. And we know yours. I'm Nana. And these are my friends. We have Fen, Keld, Nyx, Roshan, and Rex.
Nana, my concern is that I feel as if there is some disingenuous energy in the space, and that may not be you. And I think it is mutual, that there is some trepidation between all parties. And that is understandable, and I shall overlook in this moment. My issue is being left again in the dark. I will feel uncomfortable with you leaving without this being resolved.
Mm.
Is that understandable?
It very much is. Yes. Well, there would be precious little we could give you as a means of ensuring that we would return if we did depart. So we can we can certainly give some time to consider this, considering the sword itself is our object for being here, and if we have the opportunity to give you an opportunity to live, I think that's the better for everyone. Wins all around, and you've been very generous with your conditions for us being able to assist you in this manner. So if there are perhaps any locations around the facility that you might know of that might contain any additional materials that we may require. Perhaps you may be able to tell us of those, or something like that.
Sadly, I am not sure what much more I could provide on my end for assisting in my own dilemma. But I will feel a bit slighted were you, Nana, and your compatriots, my guests, to leave this room.
I see. Of course, of course.
So
That makes sense.
please get comfortable. Brainstorm.
I'm not the most intelligent or arcanely inclined among us, but I would say, outright, being blunt, my concern is that, say Arthur and Keld here were to draw this sword from you. If it didn't kill you outright, having its magic removed from you, what's to say that he's not consumed with the bloodlust and his next movement is just to drive it straight back through you?
And then I would, unfortunately, have to kill all of you. And I would regret it dearly. I am not saying this is your intent. I am just saying I would react. That is why you are here to brainstorm. You are here to think. Because I feel a similar way. What if I were to remove my own sword if I could? Who would I fight? Would I shamble the halls endlessly looking for blood? Would it matter if
much
they
of an
came back the next
existence.
day? I know not. But I would love to stand. That sounds quaint.
I have the ability to remove curses, but I don't know if this is one that I would be able to remove.
Finn hunched over in the corner there, like, please.
Ben's like, what do you mean?
Oh.
We can parcel this out of arrests.
I wasn't sure if we ever got to establishing that we knew Finn was cursed.
Finn is visibly altered in some way. Maybe not the word curse is being thrown around, but he is certainly altered, and somebody's welcome
his
to
feet
look into
turned
that.
around backwards.
They're a little catty corner.
Oh no.
They don't look good.
Pigeon-toed Finn.
Oh no.
He's not
Maybe
moving super
Keld
fast.
can diagnose that while we're brainstorming.
Sure, you can decide what you think you'd like to roll for that to be like, oh, this is a curse. But please, I know the space itself is a bit dreary, but he does not follow up with any more. It stops at that.
Right.
Would you take offense to us seeking some solitude?
Losing sight of my guests in my home would bring me discomfort.
That makes sense.
What if we left you a badger to keep you company?
No, but what is the badger's name?
His name is Rufio.
Rex
is like,
hello. Hello, little one. And just this huge eye staring at this badger. Transfixed for a moment. Like, this man saw a cat video for the first time ever. Like, this guy is like,
We've
holy
given him
shit.
his first shot of dopamine in centuries.
All this stimulation is crazy.
Could Keld roll medicine to
Sure.
try to see
Yeah,
what's
I'll
wrong
even
with
give you
Finn?
advantage because the word curse has been thrown around in other contexts, and you guys did
Yeah.
some library research, but not any that talked about the cursing really.
Yeah,
But
I feel like it wouldn't be too far off the list
Yeah.
of what could this be.
I wonder.
What could this be? Oh, dirty 20.
Oh, you thinking
Yeah,
good
you
today.
can surmise that this may be some sort of curse situation.
Hmm.
Oh.
Here, Finn, let me see if I can help.
Honestly, save your magic. I mean, there's honestly the healing would do more for me, more for all of us than healing myself and on a low on our reserves would do more than just removing this from me. I
That's
just want to
quite
see us all
treacherous.
see the other side of this dungeon, honestly.
No, I think this is important.
Respectfully, no.
Respectfully,
Thank you for your
I think
opinion.
we can.
Boop.
You'd be in better standing leaving in a better condition.
You'll actually be able to stand for one thing and walk.
I'm jealous.
We'll hopefully be able to fix that as well. But
I-
that is assuming we can make a dent on that sword. We're going to have a very long look and think about that.
I think Keld
Maybe
will
wait for
place a
that to
hand on
refill
Finn's
again.
shoulder.
But we'll see.
Fen would normally flinch away, but he's too arthritic to do so. So
Yeah.
He's like, no. Ah.
And we're going to cast Remove Curse.
And what's that look like, Keld?
That's a great question.
I thought so.
Well, I remember that when you did it for Nana, it was a whole tea ceremony.
Oh yeah, we
thing.
did the
I don't
tea
know if
stuff.
you wanted to do something different for this, but
I don't think I
Hold
have
on.
time to make
Oh.
tea.
is it a ritual?
No, it's
Oh.
we just made it cute.
we
Yeah.
made it
Okay,
cute.
I was gonna say, oh, we could do
made
this
it
every. Let's remove
vibes.
all of our curses real fast.
Quick, guys.
Yeah, just whatever the vibe happens to be for this particular situation. Doesn't always have to be the same.
Yeah.
Or it can be.
It's up to you.
Mm. I guess because it's dark in here. Brain no work.
You got this. You got this.
Maybe some. I guess where Keld touches you on the shoulder, some ethereal moss will sprout
Ooh.
and sort of send this healing magic through you.
Is it bioluminescent?
And then, yeah, you'll see it like kind of glowing.
Oh, I love that.
And then as
shit.
the magic is removing the curse, it will all sort of, I guess, slowly fade into the ground.
Fall away.
Accompanied by also some terrible snapping noises. As Fen's body, it doesn't hurt, but he's just being like reset back into like to average.
Arthritis.
I cast
that
unarthritis.
that is audibly upsetting. I don't care for it at all. Ooh.
Honestly, watching, I prefer something different if we're able to figure something out.
Got it.
It was visceral.
Yes. We'll see what we can do.
I think it feels warm to Fen. I think it feels like a capsaicin rub. Like
Ooh.
and like
Spicy
it
on the
feels good to
joints.
him, and like he gets visibly taller. Like
Wow.
he has been hunched over and like just tense and awkward and clumsy for the past hour or so, and I think he just looks like his normal lithe and svelte self. And thank you, Keld. I hope that was the right thing to do.
Me too.
I think it was well worth
You
it
look
to
better.
unshrimp your spine.
Unshrimp.
I feel immensely better.
Good.
Actually, I put it back on the table. The moaning makes me think it's maybe kind of good.
It looks and sounds horrific, but if it feels as good as it sounds like it does, then why not?
It seems lovely. And you watch as he like
Mm,
spaces again,
mm.
and then comes back and seems present in the conversation.
How long is that little lull where he seems out of it?
Handful of seconds tops.
And how frequently does that happen? Is this happening every minute or so, or every 15 minutes or so, or
There is no rhyme or reason to it. It
Mm.
seems just to happen on occasion. Sometimes they're closer together, sometimes they're further apart. It just depends. But there is no rhyme or reason, no pattern.
Some
Um,
synapses are connecting and some aren't.
Nyx, kind of like you see, she was like thinking, and then like is watching Fen snap back into place, and is just like, "What if we use the wish?"
You know?
Ben almost
Honestly.
cringes back into his contracted state at hearing that word spoken out loud in front of this thing.
Not a
Boy,
bad
Oh.
idea.
It's liable to be able to give us the most precise way to get the outcome we desire with the least amount of blowback, provided we're careful about how we phrase it.
Right.
Oh, a wish.
We
Yeah.
happen
So
to
I
have
think
one.
throughout all of this, Roshan has been looking more and more like cursed Fen. He hates
Curling up.
this, hates all of it.
Nana will step
and
forward and offer hers.
Oh, I'm good. But Roshan, continue
yeah,
your statement, please.
and then I think when I think he's tried to find a place in the room that is blind to Erja. I know he's got big eyes, but he is kind of like bent over backwards. So maybe in front, behind, in front of where his legs are, maybe he's not got good sight lines.
You can
And
certainly try, yeah.
uh, and then he will look betrayed when people start offering wishes.
Next is like, yeah, we could just figure out the wording. And Donna, I'm not going to let you use yours. You're just trying to get out of thinking about how to phrase your wish.
Can I catch Roshan's look of betrayal?
The rest, I would say that, yeah, like, I'm going to say, Keld, you're at a good angle for it.
Fen looks the same way. Fen looks exactly like that.
I'm sorry, do you have two? It's like you're talking like you have two. I don't
No.
feel bad now about taking this resource. I actually felt like some remorse for like such a magical gift. But if you have two, where have you acquired such boons?
Very bad decisions with a deck of cards.
Ah, we've all been there.
I can't remember why it wasn't always so good, but there were some bad things.
It's from a very untrustworthy source, and I don't fully trust the wishes, and neither should you, honestly.
Well, I don't have a lot of options now, do I?
That's true.
Let's
Neither have we,
ponder
if we're being
the
honest.
wording, shall we? And as this smile spreads across Erja's face, that is where we'll stop.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Thank you all for
Yeah.
being here. If you want to keep up with us, we are at Backs of Gods on Instagram. If you want to keep up with all of us, we are at The Dice Cult on Instagram, Blue Sky, and Facebook. If want good dice, boy howdy, if Katie's here, she'll post a link to some beautiful dice, Dragon Ink dice. They're great.
They're so good. They tell stories.
Beautiful tell story. Dragon Ink dice. Go look it up if you want some dice for your campaign. If you want to watch past episodes of On the Backs of Gods, you can head over to youtube.com/the dice cult to watch how we got here and some other campaigns. Which other campaigns includes a
What?
Gossamer Vale, which is a Celtic
What?
mythology campaign run by Katie, who's not here and is just a picture at this moment of her
She's a
character.
ghost.
But we are currently infiltrating a bandit camp, and now we're having a party, and we'll figure out the logistics later. But I guess
Yeah,
party for now. So
I
you can join
guess.
us Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for Gossamer Vale. We
This
do every
Thursday?
other Thursday. So this Thursday, as long as our DM isn't dead, I think is on the table. But it's every other. So hopefully this one, because if not this one, it won't be next one. And then you got to wait till the next one. But
Yeah.
you can catch up on YouTube if you need to get your fix. Thank you for being here. We appreciate it. We love telling you a story. We'll be here same time, same place, Mondays at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we'll see you guys next time. Good night, everybody.
Thanks for joining us, cultists.